Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. Today I'm going to do the update for 50 Shades of Yellow Gold Project Pan, which is a Fantastic Ladies collab, and it was created by Jessica, Amanda, and Cece. It runs from April 15th to April 15th of 2023 and 2024. And you of course select 50 items in your collection that are either yellow or gold in the name, packaging, color, some kind of a scent toward it. You know what I mean? Like it has something that relates to yellow and gold. So let's talk about the items I currently still have in. The ones that I haven't even opened or touched yet, I'm not going to talk about, but we have some things to go over. So the first thing I have is the Koss concealer in 03W. It's the mini. And as you can see, I'm getting some deep windowing now. It's all the way down here. The sides have still kind of caked a little bit with product, but there's like this side and this side have a lot of windowing, so you know like this is where it's sitting. There's not a lot left. I would definitely rebuy a mini when I want to replace. I really enjoy this a lot, but I have a lot of samples now, so I'm not going to have to replace once this is done for a while. But I would definitely repurchase this. The only time I want to repurchase a Koss product though is like right when I plan on using it, because these do go bad fast. But it's a beautiful color. It matches me great. It brightens a little bit, but it's still kind of like close to my skin shade. And it's gorgeous. It doesn't crease too much or anything. It's just like natural wear. It's beautiful. Still have a little ways to go on that, and I hope I can finish it by the 15th of April. Then we have the Boscia Pro Retinol treatment that hasn't even been opened yet. I should probably start opening that very soon though. I'm thinking probably maybe for next update or something. We'll see. And then I have a couple perfume samples. I do only have two, but I think I grabbed another one of these Jo Malone perfumes. This one says Peony and Blush Suede Cologne. I have never used that one, but I keep grabbing all of the Pear and Freesia, I believe it is, and that's what I keep using. So I added an extra yellow one. There was supposed to be 8, but I had an extra one added in, which I'm using right now. So there will be 9 perfume empties. So I'm going to probably throw these into my purse very soon so I can get those used up. But I have a Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. And actually I'm going to just smell this one to see if I like it first, because if I don't, then I will declutter it from my collection. But I want to see, oh gosh. Okay, let me just spray the card. That'll be better. And my hand, of course. Oh, that's okay. I mean, it's fine. Jasmine, Lily of the Valley, Warm Sandalwood. It's not my typical scent that I go for. I'm just gonna leave that out a little bit to maybe like air out. But it's not my typical scent, but it is. It's like soft, but I can definitely smell it's almost too much of an accurate floral. Like it's almost too like, I don't know how to explain it, but I may declutter that and just use the current one that I'm working on in that one. So it's still 8 samples, because I'm trying not to use the things that I don't want to. I don't want to hate pan or anything. So, but we'll see. I'm not loving the scent. I think that's the Lily of the Valley that I'm getting that I'm just not loving. But anyway, enough smelling my hand. ColourPop eyeliner in Crossed, which is a really beautiful bright eyeliner, and I have a lot left still. I have used quite a bit. Like you can see that it is inside there. It's not right at the top, so I have definitely used it quite a bit, but these go bad fast, so I probably will have to replace those down the road. And then we have the gel eyeliner in Estrella, which is from Melt Cosmetics. This is so dirty. Hang on. There. That's a little better. It's so bougie looking, and then there's like fingerprints everywhere. And it looks like this. It is starting to turn on me for some reason. It's starting to, like, it's creamy, but it's hard to apply as an eyeliner. Like I thought it was supposed to be maybe a little bit more creamy, so I may have to add something to it, like a mixing medium or something, when I go to apply it, which will at least help it stay too. But I haven't used this in a while, so I need to start breaking this out. But you know, Christmas is coming, and I'm gonna need to put a few like greens and golds and reds and stuff in my look soon. For Makeup of Murder pigment, I have the UV Neon and the UV Pastel, and my son loves to grab these things. I make sure he doesn't spill any, but he does like to swatch it on his hand. So, but mostly the orange one. He doesn't really touch the yellow ones. But this is the yellow Neon, and this is the yellow Pastel. You can see which one I've used more. And I think that's just because this one I feel like is a little softer, goes with more things. This is a little bit like in your face. So it's like, I will use that for my inner corner in the summer when it's nice and bold and bright, but this one is more like for more, it goes with so much more because it's a little more soft. So I just use those at my leisure, but you can see they used to be both at the same, and I'm slowly using them down a little bit, which makes me feel so good. Then we have the Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss. Now that one I believe is in my purse. Yeah. So you can't really see where it is. There's so much windowing, but I use this with the lipstick that's going to be in here. And like you can see there's so much windowing. There's so much windowing, but there's also like a ton of gunk at the top. So I'm probably down to about here once it all settles. So I'm just going to keep using it. It's going to take me a little while, but I know I will have that done before the end of the project. For Ulta Pressed Setting Powder in the shade Banana, let me just hang on a second, blow this off. There's got a little bit of kick up in the pan. I didn't want to get it all over my vanity, but it looks like this. It's incredibly old. Probably the oldest item in my whole collection, or one of the bottom 5 for sure. And like old. And I'm finally getting some really good use. I would like to completely pan this because it's actually a beautiful finely milled yellow based product. I'm sure you'll be able to see a little bit of a yellow hint there, but I'm pretty yellow. Like I'm like really yellow, so you can kind of see it there, but when you blend it out, it just kind of brightens a little bit on the skin. Oh, beautiful. I actually mixed quite a bit of this in with my deepest bronzer in my Too Faced palette that I'm trying to pan, which I will have out by the end of this year. But you can see I scraped a little bit off, but I'm actually using a lot of that down. So I'm starting to have a really good dip, which I'm very proud of. I'm very excited. I would really like to try to finish this off. Do I want to keep it for the rest of the year? Like after this year? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I might put this in a project to use. Maybe I'll put it in a project possibly. We'll see. I have another setting powder that I just found in one of my other items that I would like to complete now. It's sort of a extremely finely milled setting powder that I can use all over my face, and it's a very thin area of it, and I know I could get that used. So I would like to really focus on that, but I also don't want to waste this. It's wonderful. And I also don't want to hang on to it too much longer either because it's old, you know? For, what do we have? MAC Proenza Schuler Ocean City Ombre Blush, which is this one right here. Again, it's got that gorgeous packaging, but it's very, very it's fingerprinty, but it's so beautiful. I love the collection. It has, again, good size mirror, and also look at the blush. Oh my gosh. You can use this like gorgeous like neutral blush or this really punchy, like, oh my gosh, how gorgeous are those? And then if you want to mix them together, oh, so beautiful. I love this though, because I don't really have much for neutral blushes in my collection, and I just feel like, how gorgeous is that? So I just have to shut this show down a little bit. I'm watching a ghost story in the background, kind of. Anyway, it's beautiful, and I'm gonna keep using it. I'm just gonna keep it in until I finale the project. Then we have the MAC, what is this? Bronzing powder. MAC Matte Bronzing Powder. Oh my gosh. Again, gorgeous ombre packaging with that like almost like metallic-esque look, but it's a very like plastic product. And again, a good size mirror, which this one does not have the thing on it, but this one has this one does have I think it has something on it. Anyway, we're not doing that right now. I get so distracted so quickly, but that's what this one looks like. And it's a really beautiful bronzer. I would like to actually use this like use it up as much as I can. Trying to get a really good swatch here for you guys, because MAC stuff that's really, really finely milled does not swatch that great, but this is so beautiful. It's a really gorgeous bronzing shade, and it just goes gorgeous with those blushes. Like, oh my gosh. So this would be something that I would really, really like to heavily pan in the future. It's old, but I ain't getting rid of it. And then we have the Hemp's body lotion. I have already finished the Vanilla Blossom, but I still have the Sugared Banana and, oh no, pardon me. I finished the other one, but this is a separate one altogether. But I had two in this project. I finished one of them. This is the only one left. So this is Sugared Banana and Vanilla Blossom, which is all one. I thought it was two. But this is all I have left, which is so great. This smells so good. Danny gave me this and I just love it. It smells like the banana candies when you were little and you go to the 25-cent machines. So good. And then I have a Makeup a Murder crime scene tape. I haven't used that in a while, so I'm not even going to show you. And in all reality, like, unless I weigh it, which I'm not going to do, I can't really show you if I'm used it or not. And then we have the Provant Beauty Duo. I have a serum, which I'm actually pulling out of this project because I already have other serums that I'm trying to work on. And I don't want to rush this one, and I'm not going to be able to get to it or finish it by the end of the project. So I'm pulling this one out. But it is a combination with this one here, which is the eye cream, and this one is finally done. I did not enjoy this on my eyes. I found that it was just too harsh on my eyes, so I ended up, what is that? Oh, it's a shadow. I ended up using it on my legs because I just could not. And how much eye cream? Like 25 mil, 30 mil eye cream, which was way too harsh on my eye skin. To use it here, I started getting that little inflammation and like irritation, and so I use this on my legs. It took me like 4 uses on my legs to get this done, so that's how long it would have taken me for eyes. Imagine this tiny little eye area compared to my legs. So that one is an empty, and I am rolling it out, which I'm very proud of and very happy to do. I hope this doesn't do it, and the reason I'm pulling this out is because if I don't like it, I'm gonna declutter it. Like, I'm just not. It was $10 for the two of them, or $12.99 for the two. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm just not a fan, unfortunately, and I really want to be. So we have a Purity Ultra Light Moisturizer. For some reason, I cannot, I'm gonna have to go back to the intro and see what that looks like, because I cannot remember what that looks like. I probably finished it a while ago and I don't even remember and didn't cross it off, or it's hiding somewhere because I don't know where it is in my collection. Like, I do not remember. But I have the Saint Tropez Self Tan in Purity. That one is not even touched, and I'm not going to touch it probably until next year. I'm not even sure if I'll touch it within this entire project. We'll see. Maybe I'll just feel like tanning my legs one day because no one's going to see him in the winter except for my husband. So, and my kid doesn't care. He doesn't. He loves me no matter what. Like, obviously my husband does too, but he'll notice if my legs are brown and my upper body is like white. You know what I mean? Like, he'll notice that I'm having a rash situation happening. My son will not care. And then I also have the Super Goop Play Everyday SPF. Now this is the huge one, 162 mil. This is probably one of my very favorite face sunscreens, and I am obsessed. I also love the Glow Screen. That is even more of a favorite than this one. But this one is so good to add into, like, if you want to add it into a moisturizer situation with your foundation. Oh my gosh. Like, I like to have a tinted foundation or a tinted moisturizer kind of thing, other than just having straight up foundation. I do like a little bit of a lighter application. And so adding this in with my foundation just makes it so much nicer and so much less opaque and thick on my face. And I get, of course, the SPF. So I am currently, let me see if I can see. I want to, oh my gosh, I want to say, why can't you show me where I'm at? I want to say I'm about down to here, I think. Especially that's what it feels like. I'm really low on here, so I'll probably be done this by the next update, hopefully, or the update after that, because I'm using a couple of different SPFs right now. Next we have the MAC Botanic Panic eyeshadow palette, which I haven't used. I've only used it once in this entire project. So this may be a contender for declutter, or maybe to use in my eyes project pan to maybe get some uses at some point. It's a gorgeous palette. It's just, I have so much eyeshadow that I don't touch it, even though it's in a project. And then I have these other eyeshadows, which is the yellow gold eyeshadow singles. So any of my singles, I went in and I grabbed a bunch of the different yellow versus gold kind of shades. And I'll swatch a couple for you like I did the last time, which they're absolutely stunning, ridiculously stunning. Like, oh my gosh. This, you guys, the reason that I am not using the matte, here, I'll show you these. So there's this one here that's like an orangey yellow. This one is a matte yellow, which is exactly the same as the pigments that I have from Makeup of Murder, which is why I'm not using this one. This one here is Cleona. It's really gorgeous. I should use that one all over my eyeshadow, just one and done. And then this one is just an inner corner or a brow bone. It's more like orangey gold. Gorgeous though. And I need to get more use. I need to actually touch. I've only used them 3 times in the whole project. For the next one, it's the Tarte Face Palette. Now, I marked down 3 times, but I have well overused this more than 3 times. This is such a gorgeous palette. It has 4 blushes and 1 bronzer, which is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This is my favorite, of course, of the whole one, like the whole palette. And I also really love this one and this one. I find that this one's nice, but it's a little too rosy, and I have so many of those. I think, well, let's be honest, I have so many of all of these, but this one looks just like that. So I think that may be why I'm not grabbing that one. But this is another one that I will need to pan down the road, or at least get as much use out of. And then once I feel like after I've used it for a while, I will just let it go out of my collection. But I feel comfortable doing that. Once I give myself about a year or so to focus on a single palette, once I feel like I've gotten a really good amount of use on something, I'm okay letting it go when it's older. Like, I wouldn't do that with something I just bought yesterday, use it for a year and then get rid of it, because I feel like they would still have shelf life. But that is well over its shelf life. For the for the next one, I have the MAC Power Hungry eyeshadow palette. I'm not even going to grab that. It's way in the bottom of the bin. But I used it 4 times, which is, I probably used it more than that if I'm being honest, just because it has an eyeshadow setting and brow bone shade. And then we have the Drunk Elephant Miracle Butter, which I have finally finished up today, actually, which I'm filming 3 days early. Actually, I'm filming about a week early. I think today's the 8th, and this is going up on the 15th. But anyhow, I'm filming way early. So this is empty. There's nothing left in here, and it's nice to have 2 rolling out. It is really, I have to say, it's really nice to have 2 things coming out of here. Because I felt like everything, because there's like a bronzer and a bunch of blushes and some under eye setting powders and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to get to those to completion. So I'm probably going to end this project early. But I want to use as much as I can, if you get my drift. The next one I have is something I just cracked open. It's the Cocoa Kind Turmeric Tonic. And I found this one randomly at Shoppers Drug Mart, and it is for dark spot remover. And it says, leave on spot treatment for bright, clear skin. For all skin types. And it says, roll on blemishes and dark spots, allowed to dry before applying other products. So I have been using this on, I have a dark spot, or had, or whatever, a dark spot over here. I had one starting over here, and then I also have one that's a little bit bigger over in this area. They were quite bad in the summer, and then I started using a few of my dark spot treatment items. This last one that I used was a Murad one. It is an orange label on it. I can't remember what it's called, but I have to say, I am just realizing that after using that entire thing, and also combining that with the, okay, I'm gonna remember the name. It's the one, the Glow Recipe, whatever, blah 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 tonic. Okay, it's a tonic. It's got like the tall, like wavy noodle looking bottle. And of course it smells like watermelon, but it's the tonic, and I combine the tonic with the dark spot remover, And oh my God, I don't even know where the dark spot was. I think it was here. I'm pretty sure there's like a little remnants of it here. And I had the dark spot in this, I think it was this general area over here. Oh my gosh, my makeup, why didn't you guys tell me? My makeup is just all over the place. But this one is still pretty prominent because it was the biggest one and the one that I had for the longest. But I have to say, I will probably have to go pick up that Murad dark spot treatment because my skin looks so much clearer than before I ever used that. And I do have a new full size of the Tonic that I will eventually bring into my collection once I go through some other things. But I am very impressed with that Murad dark spot treatment. It was wonderful. So I'm using this one now, and I'm going to see what I think. This one is a drugstore, more affordable option. I think it was like 20 bucks or whatever Canadian, and I think you can probably get it on sale. But it's got a little roll on, it's like a cooling roll on thing, and you just like roll it on to the area. I'm not going to do that obviously because I have a bunch of makeup on, but you just roll it onto the area where you want, of course, to focus on either a blemish or any kind of like dark spot, and then leave it on there like it says till it dries, and then you just apply your other skincare or other makeup product. And I've only used this like once or twice, and it feels good. Like you can actually feel that it dried down, but I have to see what I think about this. I don't know if I'm gonna like it as much as the Murad one, because that one is like so good. But I'm hoping I do. Okay, 3 more items. The Too Faced Pineapple Paradise palette. It's a duo. I love this. I got this, I think, at Marshall's. It's called Pineapple Sun. And of course, it's got the little yellow pineapple inside, and it's gold everywhere else. And then you got a goldish highlighter and a bronzer in here. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love this duo so much. I would consider panning this down the road. Like at least doing like 30 uses or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just really beautiful. I'm glad that I own it, and I'm excited to keep using it for a bit. And then I have my Milani lipstick in the shade 26 Nude Creme. And it looks like this. This is the one I have been using with that lip gloss that I put back. But I am making some good progress, so I think I can get this done before the end of the project. It's a very thick lipstick. I have something else on right now, otherwise I was going to apply it. But it's a very thick lipstick, but it feels really nice, and it stays on for a while, and it smells like watermelon. So nice. I got to put this back in my purse before I forget. Last but not least, we have the Buxom lip gloss in Serena, which I don't even have out because I haven't touched it, and I'm not going to go ahead and show you guys because I just don't feel like taking it out. So that is all the items. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Fantastic Ladies. Don't forget to check out Jessica, Amanda, and Cece, and everyone else who's doing this project. And make sure you join the Fantastic Ladies so you can always vote for the next year's 50 shades if they continue doing this, which they do have the new color, but I cannot say because I'm not allowed. So you have to go and check it out by becoming a member. All the things. I'm using a lot of hand motions. I think I gotta go. I had a lot of caffeine today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.